Now let's move to another point. We will talk about the range function. To loop through a set of code a specified number of times, we can use the range function. The range function returns a sequence of numbers, starting from 0 by default and increments by 1 by default also, and ends at a specified number. And we place this specified number. For this example, note that range 7 is not the values of 0 to 7, but the values from 0 to 6. The range function defaults to 0 as a starting value. However, it is possible to specify the starting value by adding the start parameter, exactly as in the following example. You can see here range 2 and 7 in between the parentheses of the range function, which means values from 2 to 7, but not including 7. That is, the count starts at the number 2 and ends at the number 6, not 7. And there is another parameter that you can put inside the parentheses of the range function to increment the sequence. Basically, the range function defaults to increment the sequence by 1. However, it is possible to specify the increment value by adding the increment as a third parameter, exactly as follows. In this example here, the count starts at number 2 and ends at number 29, not 30. Just increment the sequence with the 3 using the third increment parameter. The increment in this case is equal to 3 each time, not as the default increment which is equal to 1. And there is one last important point, which is the else statement in the for loop. You can use the else statement for the for loops or the while loops if you want. The else statement or the else keyword in a for loop specifies a block of code to be executed when the loop is finished. Let me show you that. As you can see here, after the completion of the for loop, the else statement was executed and the custom string of the else statement was printed using the print function. And there is an important note, which is that you can't use the else statement if you use the break statement in the for loop or the while loop, because the break statement stops the loop before it ends normally. But the else statement is executed normally after the normal end of the loop. This is for the for loop and the while loop. That's it. That's all for this lesson. Try to do this by yourself, and if you need any help, please ask me and I'll answer you as soon as possible to provide you with support and assistance. Thanks for watching. See you again next lesson.